Welcome to another edition of Talking Title with Bob the Title Guy. I'm your host, Bob Gledkowski, the Title Guy. And today we're going to talk about taxes and tax prorations. So tax prorations are always a source of confusion, even for title agents. There is no set standard for tax prorations in the entire state of Michigan. In fact, there's been lawsuits filed. Nobody's won, and nobody can come up with a standard way of doing tax prorations in the state. Most of the northern half of the state does taxes in arrears or behind. The lower half of the state, most of them do the taxes or prorate the taxes in advance. So you'll also see taxes based on a calendar year, which is January 1 to December 31st, and a fiscal year, which is July 1st to June 30. Taxes can be paid in advance on a calendar or fiscal year, and let's say the summer tax in Sheboygan County, for example, summer tax in advance and winter tax in arrears. There's no rhyme or reason, and I wish I had a better explanation. I wish I could help with this situation more. I just can't. And so what I can tell you is that your tax prorations are always going to be defined in your purchase agreement. So if you have questions on them or you want them done a particular way, talk to your realtor. They are only able to do so much as well because it's customary in certain areas to do the prorations certain ways, okay? But your realtor is really going to define how your taxes are prorated on your purchase agreement. Most commonly, it is done in arrears or behind from January 1st to December 31st on a calendar year, right? So the short of it is this: the seller is going to pay for any past due taxes, past taxes up to the date of closing, or possession. Sometimes possession is after closing. So this is all defined in the purchase agreement. The seller is going to pay anything in the past up to the date of closing or possession. The buyer is going to take ownership of the taxes from closing going forward. It really is that easy. So the prorations are going to be based on a calculation per the purchase agreement. But the short of it is this: you take the total amount of your installment, you divide it by 365 days. Your closing day is going to have a number, a numerical number based on that 365 calendar year. All right, so you take your total tax installment divided by 365 and you multiply it by that day on the calendar year that your closing falls on. That's your proration amount. So it's a very confusing topic. I am more than happy to show you the figures ahead of closing. It's going to be on your closing statement, but again, it's all defined in your purchase agreement. I'm always open to calls and emails on the topic because, again, frankly, it's just a huge source of confusion. I hope I helped a little bit. I know it's confusing. Again, probably the easiest way is if you're more confused or still confused, reach out to me, email me, call me in your particular situation, and I can break down the numbers and figures for you that way. So this has been another episode of Talking Title with Bob the Title Guy. Please feel free to like and share my videos with your friends and family. If you have any suggestions for future videos, please put those in the comments below. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you at the closing table.